Hello, you're very, very welcome to Echoes here at Dalkey Castle and Heritage Centre. Echoes celebrates the work of Maeve Binchy and other major writers such as James Joyce, George Bernard Shaw, Samuel Beckett, Flann O'Brien, and of course our contemporary writers. Maeve Binchy's books sold over 40 million copies worldwide, and she was translated into 37 languages. So we're really looking forward to hearing our contributors today, to hear them share their insights, their knowledge, and hopefully make some connections between the work of Maeve Binchy and the other internationally acclaimed writers who were all associated with Dalkey.
She had what every writer needs to develop, whether they're a journalist or a high literary novelist or a popular novelist, which is a real sense of who she was writing for.
I like to think of it as a celebration of somebody who has been a vital force in Irish life, who was a vital force for so many decades.
It seems to me wonderful that the Dalkey Heritage Centre, the Castle, are owning this and promoting this and bringing people from all over to discuss this. And no better person as a kind of an amalgamator than Maeve Binchy.
You know, the publisher's challenge was to get the author known as well, because people knew her books long before they got to hear about Maeve.
And I was talking to her publisher today, who says that she's continuing to sell hugely, and there's a whole new re-edition of all her works coming out in Britain next year. So the sense is that Maeve Binchy as a writer is very much alive.
Her work has been translated into over 40 languages, from French, Italian to Chinese, Japanese, and most recently Korean.
I'm from Florida. And when I heard about this event and that there would be contemporary Irish writers and creative types here, I knew I had to come.
She adored talking to readers. She spent a lot of time replying to their letters, spent a lot of time with them at book signings.
She had an amazing sense of humour in real life and in her stories. And the stories are not the sort of check-knitted romance fiction that they're often portrayed as by people who haven't read her. Quite fierce topics. There's alcoholism, unfaithful husbands, divorce, abortion, all kinds of modern issues. And this was quite a while ago when they were first mentioned by Maeve, really.
I was there as an actor. There were people who were theatre directors there. There were historians there, there were journalists, and there were people from overseas who just loved Maeve Binchy, and that's the best reason of all to be here.
It puts her work in context and really allows us to think about the importance of Irish writers, the importance of writers and their ability to say something about the world we live in now, and how those things can be separate sometimes, you know, whether it's a short story or a novel or a play or a newspaper article, but also those different forms can overlap and merge.
All of the writers that have come under discussion have been expanded by that, and I think everyone who was in that room, and we've been in there for a long time today, will leave wanting to go out and buy more books and to read, and what more could we ask for?
I found myself thinking that Maeve is gone, but we don't have to believe it. We have the sound of her voice, we have her writing, and that's just wonderful.
I've read most of her books, loved them, so I built my trip around this event, and I've not been disappointed.
I was surprised that there were so many people that came from so far to see the show. But I mean, I think they were well rewarded and they would have enjoyed it, because her popularity in America and other countries still remains, and that's great, and that was the great joy of the occasion.
We're thrilled. Echoes was an outstanding success. We had lively discussions, great interactions, great knowledge shared, and above all, a wonderfully warm audience. The atmosphere was fantastic in the room. Audience members came from as far afield as the US, the UK, the Netherlands, and of course from Ireland.